Hello my friends and welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. The channel where I like to show the properties for sale in the Italian market. In each video, every day, I select a property in a different town in one of the 20 beautiful regions of Italy. Alright, so today's property is about a property in Abruzzo region, Pescara province. Due to the video that I've done last Friday about the inexpensive properties for sale in Pescara province, so this week I'm covering 3 properties in this selected province, so Pescara province. Now, the property that I'm going to show you today, as you see in the picture, is a lovely townhouse, semi-detached house for sale in Contrada San Quirico, Farindola. So Farindola is a municipality in Pescara province. 39,000 euro is the asking price, and the property is about 165 square meters and 7 rooms. So we are talking about quite good size. So it's a decent size for this property on 2 floors, we see. So 165 square meters is around 1800 square feet. So quite big house in Abruzzo region, Pescara province, Farindola municipality. All right, my friends, so let's go here on Google Maps and let me show you. Let's start from where this property is. Now, the seller didn't disclose the exact location of the property, but anyway, I've been able to find here Contrada San Quirico. We are in Pescara province and we are not very far anyway from Pescara and Chieti. So strategic position, also because it's in the beautiful Abruzzo, but at the same time anyway we are not far from the ski slopes, so from the mountains, and we are also not far from the seaside. So that's why I find quite interesting this town, this property. Then we are not far from Penne, which is one of the major towns in this area, all right, where we can already find an hospital. And then, anyway, here, if I keep zooming in, we see that we have the town, the municipality of Farindola, beautiful medieval town in Abruzzo region, surrounded by woods, by forests, and also farming area. Anyway, we have quite a good amount of small districts around. Um, so let's keep zooming in. This hamlet here is Contrada San Quirico. All right. And then not very far, actually very close, there is the town, Farindola town, where we can already find all the main services, post office, bars, restaurants, banks, and so on. All these type of services that we might need. Anyway, all right, so this is, as I'm showing you here, this is Contrada San Quirico. And now we can go to Idealista, simply to show you, simply to show you, to find this property. I have selected certain kind of filters in Pescara province, all right, and then I found 126 houses. We are talking about maximum price 60,000 euro, only houses, no auction properties, and properties that are already in a good condition. Then, if you are interested in this search and you want to find out yourself the properties, these 126 houses for sale, you will find just this link, which I copy and paste under the description of the video. All right, so let's go now finally to the property. Now, this is the moment where I'm asking you to put like and subscribe if you like this type of contents. And now we can keep investigating about this property for sale. So 39,000 euro, 165 square meters, 1800 square feet. Let's read quickly the description. Now, we offer for sale a portion of a property with ownership from ground to roof, located in the quiet hamlet of Befaro. All right, so Befaro, not San Quirico, but anyway, we will find out later. In the scenic foothills of the Gran Sasso, which are the mountains, the Abruzzo mountains, the Abruzzo Apennines. This property is ideal for nature lovers, hiking enthusiasts, and anyone looking for an authentic lifestyle, still closely connected to the tradition and slower rhythms of country life in the surrounding area. It is still possible to purchase fresh milk and high quality local products, fresh eggs, fresh milks, and maybe fresh produce. Location and accessibility. Only 10 minutes from Castelli or Arsita, where all essential services are available, including shop groceries, stores, bars, restaurants, and pharmacy. About 40 minutes from ski resorts. About 55 minutes from the Adriatic coast. Immersed in nature, yet not isolated. The house is ready to move into and is arranged over two levels with well proportioned and bright interiors. Ground floor, kitchen, living dining room, storage room, and bathroom. First floor reached via a comfortable internal staircase, three double bedrooms, and another bathroom. So we are talking about a house with two bathrooms, three bedrooms, then kitchen and living room. All bedrooms enjoy beautiful open views over the surrounding countryside. For me, that's a must when we are buying properties in Italy. One of the most important things is to have a beautiful open views from balconies or terrace or windows. Outdoor features, external wood fire oven, ideal for bread pizza and convivial outdoor meals, private parking space close to the property, area suitable for creating a vegetable garden, ideal for homegrown produce. So the property, it has also a small plot of land. So we are talking about a little garden, perfect as a mountain holiday home, a main residence for those seeking peace and nature with service nearby, a countryside retreat with panoramic views, an investment in an authentic area of inland Abruzzo. Then, as an investment, we can discuss a lot about this. If a property in Italy is an investment, for me, I would never consider a property in Italy as an investment where I'm gonna gain in profit. That's not for sure. Okay, basic features, semi-detached house, 165 square meters built, 7 rooms, 2 bathrooms, plot of land of 300 square meters, good condition. Let's see the price per square meter. Now, for a property that, in my opinion, is in a good condition, I would give 70-80%. So 236 euro per square meter, I consider a real bargain. Anyway, under 300 euro with no massive renovation works, I'd say this property could be a good deal, simply because it's a lovely property. A place where it's possible to live all the year around, big enough not only as a holiday home, very affordable price, 39,000 euro. Okay, so finally, let's enter into the pictures and let's investigate. All right, so basically here we are in the outdoor area. All right, from outside, I have to say that it's a property in a good condition. We have two lovely balconies. Looks like we have two separate entrances, lovely windows. Anyway, facade in a good condition. And also the roof doesn't look very old. Doesn't look like is a falling apart roof. Also judging by the gutters, which are quite new. I see one here on the left hand side of the house, another one on the right hand side. I'd say this property from outside is a lovely property. Okay, here we have the view. So for me, this is a majestic view. It's something really that I would go for it. Let's say not because I have to push you to buy. I'm here to show you the properties for sale, not to force you to buy a property. I want to show you the beauty of Italy. And here, for example, this view on the Maiella Apennines, not far from the ski resort. Anyway, it's an amazing view. If I have this view from my windows, from my terrace, uh, uh, it's enough. Anyway, in the morning, opening this window, having this view, already can put you in a good mood. All right, then here we have the main door. So there is a gate, a private gate with a little space anyway, but overall the gate looks in a good condition. The blinds also are good. The front door, lovely historical front door. I like it. Lovely balconies, not very big, but nice balconies. All right, finally, here we are into the property. Now, it said on the ground floor, anyway, we have the kitchen, the living room, and one bathroom. So this is the kitchen, which it looks quite spacious. Then, judging overall the condition of the property, looks in a quite good condition. We have a dining table. The floor tiles are in a very good condition. Then we see the stairs leading to the first floor from the kitchen. Looks like we also have a pantry or a storage place. Um, okay, let's move on because the interior part looks also in an excellent condition with these little star vaulted ceilings, typical of these old houses. Okay, another view of the kitchen. Basically, we have the stairs going up to the first floor. Spacious enough. We have spacious for sofas, armchairs, dining table, fireplace. Even the electrical system doesn't look very outdated. So I'd say is in a good condition. Obviously, the house can always be upgraded, but in this case, we are not in need of a massive renovation project, not massive investment to bring this property to a beautiful standard. Now, here we are in what they call the living room, used as a dining area, all right, where the second entrance is. So basically, we have, okay, this is the main entrance. I go back one second. We see here, so basically, we have the main entrance, and the second entrance is the door leading to the living room. Okay, we see here, anyway, they keep it closed. Obviously, there's no need to have double access. So then we commute to the kitchen through this door. Again, I have to say that the condition of the interior walls, plastering is all quite good. So I don't see major problems. And the floor tiles, again, the same as in the kitchen. So I see, anyway, the house went through some renovations not long time ago. Here we are facing the rear of the house or the side of the house. Actually, this is the side. The main entrance, the second main entrance, let's say, is on the right-hand side here of the picture. And then we can foresee the small bathroom. But all I can say is that we have a quite spacious, anyway, living area, also used as dining. Obviously, we have old furniture, but I see a nice and lovely living space. All right, here we are in the small bathroom, small enough, but we have space for the washing machine. Now, pity that they kept the window closed, but anyway, that's not a major issue in this case. Electrical system doesn't look very outdated, as I said. And then here we have a lovely pantry, lovely storage room, anyway, where we can keep, anyway, food and other type of things. Anyway, it's always interesting to have an extra storage space. Okay, here we are on the first floor, where all the three bedrooms are and the bathroom. Again, here, if I have to judge the floor tiles, I say they're in a good condition. It looks like had been placed, these tiles, maybe around 20 years ago. So it went through a renovation 20 years ago. I see all the switches here, but doesn't mean that the electrical system is old and outdated. It may only need to simply change new sockets, new switches here. All right, then we have a thermostat here on the first floor. The house has heating system. Okay. Anyway, we have a lovely corridor here. Okay, now here we are in the bathroom. So the bathroom looks fine, looks in a good condition. We have a bath tube, which is also used as a shower. Anyway, we have two bathrooms for 39,000 euro. I consider quite interesting. Here we have an electric fan heating for the bathroom. Probably they never installed the radiators into the bathroom. The only room without radiators, but anyway, they have this electric heater for the bathroom. Then we have double glazed windows, we can see. So they're in aluminum, PVC, aluminum, but anyway, quite new as well. Beautiful view. Each window, each room has a beautiful view. Here we have one of the views of the surrounding valleys. We are not very high in altitude. We are close to the mountains, but not in the mountains area. We are still pre-mountains. All right, here we are in one of the three bedrooms. Now, I have to say, first of all, lovely, this lovely balcony. All right, so we have a small balcony. Then we have radiators here, and I see a spacious room. The floor tiles are in a good condition, so I'd say this room has my approval. So we see that they even had space for three beds. So I mean, for a double bed and a single bed. Then I see here on the top right there is even access to the attic, but you probably need to access with a ladder. But the interior part, anyway, the walls condition, I see that this house doesn't have many issues or problems with plastering, not even with humidity, mold. No, no, this type of thing. Want to go back 1 second to understand? Yes, so this picture here, we are always in the same bedroom. So as we see, we have a lovely view on the valleys around with a little balcony. All right, here we have a very bright room. Okay, very beautiful bedroom, I have to say, with another balcony plus a window. Okay, then, all right, we have old furniture, that's as usual, very old luggage here on the top of on the wardrobe. Very stylish old luggage. Then the floor tiles are in a good condition. Radiator just on the right hand side of the window. Beautiful view and bright. So again, I can say that this room is in a good condition. Wow, it's big enough. All these two bedrooms that we have seen up to now, I have to say, are quite big, because we even have space for a bunk bed. So we can accommodate 3 people in the first bedroom, 4 people in this bedroom. We are at 7 people. We used to be probably a big family in this house, but lovely house. I like this room, spacious. The doors are fine. So nothing wrong. I haven't seen anything up to now to say, oh no. All right. Again, radiators, balcony, iron cast, iron rod. Then we have new windows, new balcony doors, not very old, I'd say again around 20 years ago, but in a very good condition. And here we have the third bedroom with double exposure, even nicer, with two balconies. One small balcony here and another balcony here on the left, with the radiator. Floor tiles the same for all the house. So I like when they keep this. Probably they decided to keep just one style for all the house for financial reason, but I like it when I don't see too many different type of colors of tiles, different tiles. Depends how old is the house, what type of tiles. In this case, I kind of new. So here we can accommodate up to other people plus an extra bed. So we are at 10 people in this house. So each bedroom has space for two beds and one for one bed and a bunk bed with lovely view around. Again, I don't see any problem with the structure of the house. Nice. All right, here we have the view from outside. Okay. And so basically we see one room here. Okay, the house is free on two sides. All right. So the front side of the house and the side here. Again, I see everything in a good order. Um, Many balconies. We have four balconies, one, two, three, and four. Then there is the next building, which doesn't belong to this property. So we have two main entrance doors, one window for the kitchen on the ground floor, and two windows of the living area. Probably one is the window of the bathroom. Yeah. All right. So the second window on the ground floor is a window of the bathroom. Okay, here we have another view. So this house here is not the one for sale. We have a quite spacious attic, I see, because the height of the ceiling here is not very, very low, I have to say. So we have even a window on the attic. The only thing is that they don't have staircase. Maybe someone can improve with a spiral staircase. We have beautiful mountains with snow around. In this area anyway, there are ski slopes, so possibility to ski from December to April. Then we have some ruins around. We are in the countryside. This is the wooden oven. They mention in the ad, plus land, plus plot of land. We have a beautiful dog here. Happy dogs, for sure. Dogs can only be happy in this area, in this type of houses. Plenty of space, beautiful hills, farming area. Here we are back to the facade of the property. Here, the majestic Maiella Mountains. Other views, probably this is the seaside direction. All right. Here, they took the pictures in autumn. Let's say probably December, November. December, I'd say here in December, the plants, the trees still have leaves. So, November. No, I'd say it has to be November. Okay, anyway, they took the pictures during the winter, which is always sometimes better to take in the summer. But anyway, here we can see, so there is parking space just beside the house with this private fence in front of the house, but also this building in front of the house belongs to the property. All right, my friends, so this is it. Let me know what you think about this property under the comment section. Your opinion counts. Now let's go and let's see, because they say Bifaro. So in the hamlet of Bifaro. All right, so let's go here and let's type Bifaro. Let's see. Bifaro, Santa Maria della Neve. But here is Teramo, that's Pescara province. Pescara. No, doesn't find anything. Bifaro doesn't find anything. So I don't know why they wrote. Here you see in the ad, they haven't been clear about the location. Farindola is the biggest municipality around. Then they said that Castelli in the quiet hamlet of Bifaro, the scenic fountain of Gran Sasso. Then they mention two more towns, only 10 minutes from Castelli or Arsita. Let's try to search for Castelli or Arsita. Let's start from Arsita. So it stays Teramo province, not Pescara province. So in the ad, I found a property between Pescara province. Okay, now should be investigated better. So here we are, Arsita. Okay, here we have mountains beside. Let's zoom in, Bifaro. Ok, visualizzazioni di recente. Where is Arsita, Bifaro? Okay, so this is the area. So the one that I showed you, the one that I've shown you in the beginning of the video is not the correct location. I don't know why they wrote Farindola. Technically, we should see how far is, simply to understand what type of advertisings are doing. Let's see how far is Farindola. The first, okay, is not extremely far. 23 minutes. Okay, Farindola is in Pescara province. And this area where the property is, Befaro, is in Teramo province. Okay, here we are in Arsita, which anyway, as they said, has already main services. We have a retail grocery shop, bars. Okay, we have all type of services. So let's take Arsita as a referral to understand the destinations around. So Castelli and Arsita, so we are in this area. Farindola. Let's see how far we are from Penne. Okay, to understand. 37 minutes from Penne, which is okay. It's not very long distance. Then Bivio Castelli, we have Castelli, Castiglione Messer Raimondo. I think I've also recently done a property for sale in this area, in Castiglione Messer Raimondo. Okay, Befaro. Let's see, okay, how far we are from Teramo, just to understand. So we are in Teramo province. Let's see how far we are. 41 minutes. So not in a very long distance. We are in the capital of the province. Teramo is already big city, but we see that anyway from this area we find several towns, okay, which are all interesting and beautiful. Rapino, Scorrano, many interesting. Okay, to Chieti, 41 minutes. Penne was around 40 minutes. Let's see Pineto degli Abruzzi, which it looks, Pineto, one of the nearest seaside destination. Let's see how long it takes. 1 hour to drive to Pineto. In the advertising, they said 55 minutes, but anyway. Okay, Pineto degli Abruzzi, Pineto, we might reach Pineto before. Let's see Pescara or Montesilvano. Pescara. Let's see how far we are from Pescara. 1 hour and 8 minutes, not extremely long distance. Okay, to Chieti it will take longer. Okay, then what else can we see? Anyway, many towns around in this area, many beautiful towns. Here you never get bored. Okay, then here we are close to the mountains. Let's see, for example, to go to Rome. I think the motorway is not very, very far. the access to the motorway. We are close to Gran Sasso. So Rome, it takes 2 hours and 36 minutes, which is a short distance, let's say, to reach Rome. Then we are also in the road to L'Aquila. L'Aquila is the capital of Abruzzo region. Let's see how far we are from L'Aquila, but obviously we need to drive through, anyway, tunnels which are leading to L'Aquila, 1 hour and 11 minutes. Okay, now we can check. We can check now the area. Okay. All right, my friends. Now, I won't go in this video to Google Street View, okay, simply because we don't know the exact location. Anyway, let me know what you think under the comment section, and I'll see you here on Italy, A Place to Love YouTube channel tomorrow for another property for sale here in one of the 20 beautiful regions of Italy. Bye!